Afternoon, YouTube and Facebook. Martin, good, thanks. Hopefully you're keeping well yourself. Great to have you with us. And I can see sound is reading there. And Facebook. So whatever time of the day, over the weekend, if you're tuned into the video, very welcome along. Anyone on YouTube and everyone also on Facebook. So myself, Shane, bringing you through the session today. All the work will be completed in a seated position. So I'm in my good strong chair, I have a bottle of water, just out of shop, and I have a nice space to work out in. Format, I'll bring you through a couple of movements as ever. I just wanted to try and connect with different parts of the body, feeling connection areas like the chest, back, the shoulders, and also just get a good feeling after the workout. So, just going to start up now. Right, just getting an alert on my laptop. Let's, what I want to do is just get us straight in, get us active, get us moving with our warm-up. I know there's people coming in along the way in the warm-up, but let's keep ourselves warm. So, first thing I want to do is just start off with the shoulders, as I always do. Lift the shoulders up and slowly roll back. So just as we start off, just rolling the shoulders back, just checking everything. Mags, great to have you, moderating, thanks, and yeah, there, John, very welcome along. So just getting those shoulders rolling back, just warming up, just loosening everything out. A little bit of work on the shoulders today, so just very important we do actually spend a little bit of time here and just get a feel of the shoulders, just open everything out. As I always say, any movement in the main blocks of work that feels painful, of course, just to stop that exercise, don't persist. Change direction, and now we'll bring the shoulders forward in circles. Okay, simple but effective, really nice movement. Okay, next action, just bring hands together, just turn the body right, turn the body left. Just a nice rotation from one side to the next. Taking your time as you move between the two positions, right and left. And a nice connection, a nice feeling in my back. So just slowly rotate. Keep hands together. You'll see now they block or they're in front of my head. Elbows are raised, and again I'll just continue to move between the two positions, right and left. So just moved up a little bit higher and getting that nice feeling a little bit further up now as I rotate from side to side. Taking my time as I just move between the two positions. I'll go once more in each direction. And back in. Okay. From there, just going to start stretching the arms across. Just tapping one hand across to each shoulder. Just alternate nicely between the two positions. Just warming everything up, keeping everything moving. And just checking in with different body parts before we start to work them a little bit harder. Hey Marie Ballybrack, great to have you with us on YouTube there. Let's bring it into a little bit of rowing. Arms out, nice and upright, just pull back. So I'm just switching on to my back here, pulling back, rowing low into my stomach. And I'll just bring those elbows in, nice and close to my body. Just pulling back, connection, getting a feeling with the back of my body. Okay, and then just bringing hands together, fingers pointed forward and away from my body, and I'll just press nice and smooth out from my chest. So now just switching on, connecting with my chest. And Sylvia, very welcome along. Just pressing out from my chest, straight in front. So just switching on, connecting with all these different body parts. And down, excellent. Okay, from there, just going to start off rocking the feet forward and back. Just getting a little bit of movement through the lower body. Up on my toes, back on the heels. Just rocking forward and back. from this position. So I'm going to start stretching the legs out to the sides, slightly diagonal here, and just lightly tapping my heels into the floor and just opening the legs out. Nice and light, tapping heels into floor. Okay. Return back to the center, and now on just nice light extension, or just a nice light kick of the legs here, right and left. Okay, so just switching on those lower limbs again, just kind of waking up this body part and just keeping everything moving, warming up and preparing for the main work. Okay, next one, what I want to do is just reset the position. Just take a nice light march, bring the arms in, and just kind of exaggerate the movement a little bit, in that you'll see I just take a little pause in each position. Just lightly swing the arms, and just bring that nice big knee lift, and a little pause each time. And down. Okay, just going to reverse the order, going back down to those nice light leg kicks or extensions out in front. And then stretching the legs out, slightly out to the sides here, tapping my heels into the floor. And then finally back to your feet and rock the feet forward and back, up on the toes, back on the heels. And just transition between those two positions, up on the toes, back on the heels. And down. Okay, ready to go into our first block of work. 4 movements I'm going to introduce. One is really just broken down one side and the other. Get a feel for the movements. I'll repeat them a second time so you'll get a chance and you can make any changes based off how they first feel. So, first movement. I'm going to sit nice and upright in my chair. I might even just come slightly forward. Hands raised. So I'm going to swivel the body to the left and press out from chest. Over to the right, that same action. You'll see it's very much a controlled movement. I'm not going to turn too far. Just a nice smooth rotation or swivel from one side to the next and just pressing out from my chest. So I might get a little bit of feeling and connection through the position. So a nice smooth rotation or transition from one side to the next and a nice smooth press out from chest in each position. Just work through the position another couple of times. Once more in each direction. And back. Now, next, what I want to do is reach the arms out in front. I want to pull back into about shoulder height and bring the elbows back. And then reset. So imagine kind of reach and grab, pull back. You'll see the elbows are staying roughly shoulder height. So I'm not trying to drop low, I'm trying to keep height as I pull back. And you might feel a little bit of connection in the back of your shoulders or just in the upper back here. So I think the position that I pull back is high. Therefore, I may just feel a little bit higher up in my back or shoulders here. So just reach in front, pull back. Go another couple of times here. And again, just looking to connect, to get a little bit of feeling in the position. And back down. Okay. Next, I'm going to bring a little bit of combination, particularly in these Friday sessions. I like to just infuse little elements of coordination, just movements that make us think a little bit whilst we perform them. So, I want you to raise the right arm out. As I lower this hand down, I'll extend the right leg. So, arm is out, I lower it down, extend the leg. So just kind of working in sync as one lowers, the other raises. And then back. Start slow, just get a feel. 2 points, that shoulder is switched on as it's out of this position. Leg switched on as it extends out. And you just transition and swap between the two. So the shoulder is active, the leg is active. And again, rather than raising at the same time, one lowers, one raises. So just a little bit of thinking involved here. Just take my time as I swap between the two. Maybe what starts simple, maybe the leg or the shoulder starts to feel a little bit heavier as you go through. Let's go. Twice more. And one. And down. Same through the opposite side. I'm going to start with the arm out, so my left arm is out. As I lower it down, the left leg extends. And reset. Arm down, leg up. So one part lowers, other part raises. One part is always out. So they're working in sync here. Shoulder switched on, connected, engaged. I feel it active. And I'm connecting, feeling, switching on to my leg as well. So lower the arm down, extend the leg up. Let's go, another couple of times. Once more. And down. Okay, perfect. Let's reset. Go back to the start with those movements. Sit nice and tall. Anything there that didn't feel comfortable, of course, make a change. Adjust, make the movement. Don't push through anything that doesn't feel comfortable. Hands up. Rotate or swivel in one direction and press. Opposite side, press. Pushing out from chest each time. And just getting a nice smooth rotation. Not to turn really rapid, just nice and smooth. Transition from one side to the next. Slowly moving from one side to the next. Pushing out from chest each time. So nice smooth rotation. And then also just that nice connection with chest. Once more in each direction. And reset. Arms out. Pull back. Reach forward. Pull back. I want you to keep the elbows or think about keeping the elbows up at about shoulder height as opposed to lowering down. So I want to keep the connection higher up. So you may feel the back of the shoulders, upper back in this position. A really nice open position, and just imagine reaching, grabbing in front as you pull back. And again, if it feels comfortable, keeping the elbows elevated here. Again, nice feeling, nice connection with the back of my body. Go twice more. And once more. Back down, okay? Next one, what I want to do is right arm out, lower the right arm down, extend the leg. So how that looks, lower and extend. They're working in sync just through the right side. Lower one arm, extend opposite side. And again, it's that right side that's active, shoulder switched on, leg switched on. So one part lowers, the opposite part raises or extends. So right arm or shoulder more particularly, and the leg active. Another couple of times. Once more. And down. Swap to the opposite side. My left arm is out. Lower the arm. Extend the leg. So again, you're just getting those two actions in sync. One part lowers, other part extends or raises. Lower the arm, extend the leg. Slightly tap my chair, turn back out. Lowering arm, extending leg. Let's go twice more. And one. back down, reset, okay? First block of work completed. Into the second block of work, 4 new movements. Again, one movement is just broken down into 2 different parts. So first action, going to work the shoulders again. Shoulder press. Just I know sometimes from classes, if anyone has an issue with pressing overhead, it's just not comfortable, I would suggest just to raise the arms in front to about shoulder height. If comfortable, what I'm going to do is bring those hands side of head, roughly in line with my ears. I'm just going to take a nice smooth press up overhead and then return. So press up overhead, return. Hands roughly in line with the ears as opposed to dropping down really low. Keep the position switched on, keep the shoulders engaged. Press up, return. Nice smooth press up overhead, slowly lower back down. Just going to go a couple of times. I won't push this one quite as hard. Shoulders can feel, if not familiar with the movement, can feel a challenging enough action to perform. Go for 2 more and once more. Back down. Now, just making sure you have a little bit of space, so just freedom and space for the arms here, particularly if there's arms on the chair. Just be careful that you're outside the arms of your chair. Keep the feet and the legs stationary, and all I want to do is just lightly swing the arms forward and back. I think one arm goes forward, one arm goes back. Just clear of any obstacles, priceless ornaments. Just keep the arms, just make sure there's a nice space here to work out in. So just lightly swing one arm forward, one arm back. Just spend a little bit of time through the motion. Think as if you were kind of running or jogging without the movement of the feet. So just working through the upper body. One arm forward, one arm back. And back down. Working into the heels next. Just going to adjust the laptop ever so slightly just to make sure you can see. Right, so I'm going to go down to my feet. What I want to do is point the toes outwards, okay? So the heels narrow and they're towards each other. From that position, lift the heels or elevate up and down. My toes are flared out, heels narrow, and I just lift from that position. Anytime I work with this type of movement, lifting the heels, I'll always say lots and lots of repetitions. Give your body a chance to adjust. So I'll work the numbers up here. Spend a little time with the movement with this action. Heels up and down. Again, maybe at first you just kind of open up the position. As you go along, you'll start to get a better connection and you'll start to feel the area working. So I spend a little time always with this movement. Lifting the heels up, returning flat to floor. We'll continue another couple of times. And back down. Now swap. What I want you to do is point the toes in, have the heels flared out, so you change the angle and perform the same movement from a different angle. So lift the heels up and down, keep the toes pointed in. Okay, so heels lifting up and down, toes pointed in. And again, you might find this one particularly tough, or maybe you found the other angle tough. Work with your body on this. If it feels too extreme of a position, just bring it back a little bit more central. Again, just plenty of times, lifting the heels up, returning to floor. And it's nice just to work, come at a different part from different angles. And that's all we're doing here with the foot setup. And down, okay? Maybe just lightly kick the legs out after that one, and we'll return to those same actions again. Second time. Okay, so let's go back to the shoulders. Let's bring the hands up, roughly at the side of my head, and pressing up overhead. Nice smooth action, up overhead, return, and again I just look either side and hands roughly in line with my ears, as opposed to dropping down really low. I just keep the position switched on. So a couple of times, pressing up overhead. That's my shoulders engaged and switched on. Let's go 2 more. And once more. Back down, okay? Next one. Arm swings again, just check you have a little bit of space behind. You're not restricted by the arms of your chair, you're outside of that position. And just lightly swing the arms forward and back. So just keep the movement continuous. One arm forward, one arm back. Plenty of space, I'm not hitting into anything. You can hear just that little, as I talk. You can hear that I'm active, I'm working in the position. Just lightly sway, one arm forward, one arm back. We'll just go another couple of times. And back down, okay? Returning to the heels. So again, just think about the angle. If you found it wasn't comfortable last time, just go with a regular up, down at the heels. But again, if the angles felt okay, first of all, point your toes outwards, flare them out. And then elevate the heels up and down. Right up onto the toes of my feet each time. So the toes flared out, the heels narrowed, and you're just working from that angle. Lifting up and down, right up onto the toes of your feet. Getting a nice big lift, elevation of your heels up off the ground each time. Let's go another couple of times. Lifting the heels up. Again, this is a movement that will just go a little bit longer on compared to maybe the shoulders, which we just worked. Just try and get a good connection, good feeling. Lots and lots of repetitions here. Up and down with the heels. Let's do maybe 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. And down, okay? Swap the position. Now I want you to point the toes in, so the toes narrow towards each other and the heels flared out a little bit. But make adjustments, don't force it too extreme. Whatever feels right for you. Heels up, heels down. Again, just working those 2 different angles, connecting with the back and lower legs, but working through 2 different angle positions. And the heels up and down. Again, I'm really starting to feel now a little connection. Where the first couple of times it was just opening up the position. Now I'm getting a really nice connection and feeling back at the lower legs. Just continuing on, elevating the heels. Let's go another couple of times here. Maybe 5 to finish. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down, okay? Next, new block of work. So that's 2 blocks of our circuit finished. So now we'll take a little bit of a breather in between. Just relax nice and slow, roll the shoulders back. And then I'll introduce us to our next block of work. Change direction. And then just roll the shoulders forward in circles. Okay, I'm just going to do something similar with the feet, just nice and relaxed. Rock the feet forward and back, up on the toes, back on the heels. So just rock the feet forward and back. Okay, so I'm going to introduce you to one final block of movements, same format, 4 movements. One is just broken down in 2 parts. And more dynamic, I would say, these movements, in that there's going to be upper and lower parts brought together. A couple of different little elements of coordination involved and a good challenge in this final part. So, first movement. What I want you to do is bring your 2 arms out in front. Just make sure you're comfortable in the chair. I want you to press the arms down and lift the right knee. And then return. So press the arms down, lift the knee. I'll just start slow. Get a feeling for the position. Think of your shoulders controlling the movement. You press down as opposed to bending. So I want to avoid bending into position. Just simply want to press the arms down from the shoulders. Just press down, lift the knee without bending my body position. So good strong lift of the knee. Just a nice press down with the arms. And then once that feels comfortable, just continuing on at a nice smooth pace. Press down, lift the knee. Another couple of times. Two more. And one. And back down. Going to do the same action. Press down with the arms, but now lifting the left knee. So again, just reset, readjust, and bearing in mind that point of not bending, keeping the body upright through the position. So arms out, press down, lift the left knee. Just start slow. Just get a feeling for the movement. And then once everything feels okay, just continuing on nice and smooth here. Press the arms down, lift the left knee. Body stays nice and upright. Nice control from the shoulders as I press the arms down. A good strong lift of the knee. So let's go another couple of times. And once more. And down. Okay, next action. Again, just want to reset the position. What I want you to do here is tap your right foot to the side and you're going to press the arm across. Really the best thing is if I just show it through movement. So tap the foot to the side, press the arm across. Opposite side. So you're working the limb on each side, i.e. same arm and leg on the right, then same arm and leg on the left. With two different directions. The leg opens to the side, the arm presses across the body in the other direction. Just again, start slow, get a feel for the movement. We'll spend a little time in the position, just let you adjust. And again, maybe a little bit of thinking involved in the movement. A bit funny. So last couple of times. Think we're back on track YouTube. So sometimes, as we know, it will just glitch a little bit. Apologies if it did freeze a bit there. Hopefully it'll touch wood, it'll last to the end of the session. And down, okay? And then next movement, I want you to bring your hands to your shoulders if that feels comfortable. So I look either side, my elbows raised, and just nice and slowly guide the shoulders around in circles. So arm circles, just a slightly different variation. If I look either side, I think my elbows drawing small circles that maybe open up a little bit as I go along. Okay, change direction, just continuing, arm circles, all controlled from the shoulders here. So those shoulders control the movement. Looking either side, those elbows drawing nice circles. Let's go another couple of times. And back down. Rest the position, okay? They are movements. Anything didn't feel comfortable, change. Don't continue if it doesn't feel comfortable. But I'm going to go through those movements again from the start. So how that looks. Arms out in front again. We're going to press the arms down and lift the right knee. So let's begin. Arms pressed down, right knee lifts. Again, I'm keeping the upper body straight so I'm not bending. Just a nice smooth press down and a good strong lift of the knee. Go 3 more times. And once more. And back down. Reset, just readjust, nice and upright. Arms out, and now lifting my left knee as I press the arms down. So again, just a little bit more dynamic with the movements. Upper, lower limb working together here. Pressing the arms down, lifting the left knee at the same time. nice challenging movement, lifting that knee, pressing the arms down. Let's go, last couple of times, 3 more. 2 and 1. Back down, okay? Remember now where I'm going to open the right foot to the side and at the same time press the right arm across. Then I'll tap the left foot out and press the left arm across. So we'll just start slow and then we'll build it up. Tap the foot to the side, press the arm across. So the leg opens out wide, the arm presses across the body. Again, if you feel you have the movement, you feel comfortable, coordination, might just gradually build that up into a more brisk pace. Tap to the side with the foot, arm pressing across. Now another couple of times. Let's go 3, 2, 1, and down. Okay, moving into the shoulders again. Just reset always. So just a couple of times after moving, when you come out of position. So just reset, nice and upright. Hands rest on the shoulders, and just slowly guide those shoulders or the arms around in circles with all that control from the shoulders. So if I look either side, I can see my elbows just drawing nice circles. I'm feeling, connecting with my shoulders. There's a nice movement. Reverse, change direction. So I'm doing forward and backwards. So we're working the 2 positions. As you feel comfortable, you might start to open it out. I'd start small with the movement and slow. As it feels comfortable, you might start to go a little bit bigger with the movement if it feels comfortable to your shoulders. So again, just guiding that movement around in circles. And we'll just go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax back down, okay? So we'll work shoulders a lot today. I'm going to spend a little bit of time just relaxing, cooling down, because it's Friday and maybe the end of the week after a couple of workouts. Just spend a little bit of time relaxing the body. In terms of today, we worked areas like we're connected with the shoulders, chest, what else do we have? The legs, the calf, thigh, all these lots of different areas covered and worked on today. So we're just going to spend a little bit of time, relax all these body parts, and just leave the body feeling nice and relaxed going into the weekend. So, first one, because we did work those calves, I'm just going to turn the side position just to give the best demonstration here. Extend your right leg out, point your toes forward and away from your body. Right, I'll stay in the position and then pull the toes back, pointing them in towards yourself. Again, point those toes forward and away. Point the toes back. Again, spend a little time in the position. Once more, toes forward and away. Just spending a little bit longer each time I hold. And then pull back one last time. You might feel a little bit of a stretch back of that lower leg. Simple, but again, very effective stretch here. Back down. Straighten the left leg, point the toes forward and away. And then point the toes back towards yourself. Again, point the toes forward and away. Pull toes back and you get a nice stretch back of that lower leg. One more time. 2 positions, toes pointing forward, holding that stretch. And then toes pulling back towards yourself. Back down. Okay. Next, kind of a big part, hamstring. Really nice stretch. Just approach this one a little bit of caution, and I'll explain what I mean on this one. I want you to sit forward first, slightly in your chair. So if I sit back, I can't really straighten my leg out here. If I come forward just a little bit, I can straighten that leg out much more effectively. So I straighten the leg out. I'm on my heel of the right foot. Rest the hands on the left leg. Slowly lean forward until I feel any kind of a stretch back of the leg. You can feel a little bit tight, so that's why I slowly move into the position as opposed to too fast and too extreme where it will just feel really uncomfortable to hold. A little bit of a stretch. If you feel any connection, pause in that position. Don't need to push it too harshly here. Back in. Straighten the left leg out so you're on your heel. Hands on the right leg. Gently leaning forward until you feel any kind of a stretch back of that straightened left leg. Return. Just going to do it twice more each side, so just give you a chance to get a feel, get a connection with this one. Right leg out on the heel, straight leg. Hands rest on the other sides. Gently leaning forward. And getting a nice stretch through the back of that right leg. And back in. Left leg out on the heel. Hands on right leg. Gently leaning forward. So I'm feeling a stretch through that straightened left leg. But again, I'm not shooting forward in the position. I slowly tilt forward. And never to a point that's too extreme or too hard to hold. Okay, so one last time. Right leg out on my heel. Hands left leg. Gently lean. Stretching, feeling the back of that right leg. And back in. Left leg out, straight on the heel. Hands on right leg. Gently lean forward. Getting a stretch, connection, back of my left leg here. Hold and then back in. Perfect. So I'm just going to turn back from the camera. Let's just open out the hip and when I feel a little stretch inner thigh. Just bring the hands together. I want you to open the right leg out. Hold for a couple of seconds. Back in. I want to work through the same side again. Just lift and step out to the side. Hold for a couple of seconds here. Might feel a little stretch along the inner thigh here. Back in. One more time. Lift, step out to the side. Hold position. Back in. Reset. Left leg. Hands together. Open that leg out to the sides. Hold that stretch. Hold the position. Back in. Lift out to the side. Hold. Back in. One last time. Lift out to the side. Hold that position. A couple of seconds. And back in. And relax down. Okay. Just going to sit back in. Arms out by my side. Palms face forward. What I want to do is just gently bring those arms back and open up the chest. So again, just going to spend a little time in the position. Nice open position. Not too worried about the height of the arms and the hands. I just want it to feel comfortable to you. And relax, reset. Gently pull back, open up the chest. And reset. One more time. Gently bring those arms back. Open up the chest. And relax back in. Okay. Let's work with a stretch or rotation through the back. This is one I'll do quite a bit, but I find it does, it's can be very effective and just a nice stretch in the back in a seated position. So the first thing I'll do is sit forward slightly in my chair, so I'm away from the back of the chair. There's space between me and the chair. Bring my right elbow up and I just rotate the body, turning as far as I can the chair. Bring my right elbow up and I just rotate the body, turning as far as I can, resting the arm on the back of the chair if I can comfortably turn that far. Holding the position, return back in. Left elbow up, rotate as far as I can. If I can rest that arm back of the chair, I will do so. If I can't quite turn that far, just hold the position. Back in. Right arm, rotate towards back of the chair. Hold that stretch. Left arm up. Again, just rotate towards back of the chair. And it's going to do that once more on each side. Arm up, rotate towards back of the chair. And what I find interesting is that maybe you can get a little bit more motion each time. So I can feel this third time, I've just got a little bit more rotation. It's really nice. Hold the stretch and back in. One last time. Left arm up, rotate towards back of chair, hold position. Back down, okay? And then what I'm going to do is just as I said, I kind of wanted to have a nice little bit of time just to spend relaxing the body down after a week of good work with the exercises. So a nice kind of tying in a little bit of breathing with a nice postural movement. A really nice relaxing movement, one that I haven't used in a while. So all I want to do is just rest the hands down on the legs. And what I want is to be not too perfect and straight. I just want to relax the body here. So you'll see there's a gentle, natural curve or hunch kind of here in this position. What I want to do is inhale through my nose and expand the chest up. So how that looks. So as I inhale, I bring that chest up. Lightly exhale, relax the shoulders. So I gently round back in. Not too extreme between the positions, just keep it in a natural, nothing too extreme. Inhale, chest puffs out. Exhale, relax the position. Same again. Same again. Inhale. Chest expands up and out. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Just try that twice more. Inhale, bring the chest up and out. Almost to a point where I'm feeling a squeeze between shoulder blades. And then exhale. One last time. And exhale. And rest. Okay. So I'll just finish off then with a head movement, and as I always say, with the head, the neck, nothing extreme, nothing fast. Really simple, straightforward. So how that looks, just gently turn your head to the right, as far as comfortable, and then just the same to the left. Just go slowly over to the right, so there should be no kind of quick jolt from one side to the next, just really slow and just in a range that's comfortable. And now once more, nice and slow over to the left. Never turning too harsh or too extreme in the position. Once more. And then over to the left. And down. Okay, so hopefully feeling good after the session. Hope you have a lovely weekend. We'll be back tomorrow 11 o'clock with the mobility stretch, and then back on Monday 11 o'clock and 2 o'clock with a full schedule. So have a great weekend. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for all the comments along the way on Facebook, and thanks for the comments along the way on YouTube. Brilliant work, everyone. Have a great weekend. Great work, Marie Martin. Hopefully enjoy the workout. Well done, everyone. Very welcome. Thanks, guys.